If we want to build a prosperous and safe world that we want for both ourselves and our children, women really have to play an equal part of that, have equal opportunity, and feel safe to participate in society.
It was a night train that Devi would catch. Another couple of hours, but it seemed so long that she would be home.
Your name. Spell your name backward. Spell your name forward. Spell your name with a capitalized letter. Spell your name rhymed with mine. Your name is a verb. It's a noun. It's an adjective. It's a mission. It is voiceless. It cannot be soft fiddle. It's inflammable. It cannot be loose shunned. It's a toilet sign. Your name is a cuckold. It's a bore. Your name is nonsense. It's curse.
Not just a man's. You see, the world is mine. I am the warrior. I am the keeper of peace. I am a superhero. I am Cinderella. I am her prince. I am the president, the prime minister, the mover and shaker. I am swag.
Idea of Arc of a Circle came together when Akshara Center and Rochelle have collaborated together with US Consulate to say that let's bring culture and multidisciplinary aspect of culture. So it's not just poetry, it's not just short story. We want to bring different style of cultural expression and performing arts together. And how can they all talk about women's empowerment?
The work itself deals with a lot of things, primarily the relationship with men and how they crowd the conversation when it comes to equality and empowerment.
We become men. We become men when we stop performing our manliness, as we stand untethered to our worthiness.
So I wear a sari today, and it is black like the ashes on an ashtray, with a border of red like a stream of blood flowing all the way.
You got pregnant from a rape? Oh, you must have enjoyed it then. What were you wearing that night? Tell me once again. What time did you go out of the house that night? Oh, do say when. And were you all alone, or were you accompanied by your entourage of brethren?
Who gave up her aspirations for him, who waited for him for eternity in Ashok Vatika, for his return and his love. For my suffering, his return was simple. He made me walk through fire and questioned my faith.
Fuck pink, fuck blue. I'm creating my own hue. Trained to say sorry. I'm sorry I can't make it. I'm sorry I offended you. I'm sorry I cried. I'm sorry for being so sensitive. Dry your eyes.
Who speaks for whom? Whose voice is recognized as speaking for somebody else? These are important questions in art. And I think anybody who creates any kind of work, and this is, I think, applicable for all artists and activists equally, that who do you speak for?
This poem is not pimple-free. It's printed on rough paper.
She becomes awfully conscious of a man in the corner, chewing pan and observing her. Once, a creepy guy followed her on a scooter along an entire stretch of the IT corridor in Chennai. She stopped and screamed at him.
दुनिया में कितनी जगह गोलियां चल रही हैं, कहीं कोई भेड़िया किसी मेमने को चबा रहा होगा। वैसे तो लिखने को बहुत कुछ है, भूख है, भ्रष्टाचार है, चारों ओर हाहाकार है, और इन सब के बीच जो चैन की नींद सो सकता है वह इस समाज का सबसे सभ्य प्राणी है।
Today, I did not cry. When she slapped me, did not let my expression change, did not flinch, did not react at all. I saw her getting angrier, but I turned away to make eye contact with Baba, and that's when she lost it.
The Arcs of a Circle Artist Residency was conceptualized as a 10-day program that has embraced 12 participants for this year from across India, from various art forms to converse around women's empowerment. We will see them this evening piecing together one whole circle of a narrative, sometimes pointedly, sometimes diagonally.
Such an initiative of bringing collaborations together, bringing both men and women and different genders together, and bringing the aspect of different styles.
मेरा कद मेरे बाप से ऊंचा निकल गया, मेरा कद मेरे बाप से ऊंचा निकल गया और मेरी माँ जीत गई.
At one time, India thought that dark women were beautiful. They did. Can you name for me one princess who was very dark and very beautiful? Draupadi, correct. No one tells you that Draupadi had 5 husbands. The only takeaway that you get from Draupadi's story is, if you're marrying 5 guys, make sure one is a decent gambler.
Not in books, not in textbooks, not in Google, but in the oral stories. As somebody said, the written text is the voice of the man. The oral folklore is the voice of the women. This country is connected by oral folklore.
In the film, we try to look at ways in which women navigate their daily lives and the ways they actually want to live it.
अपनी ज़िंदगी में हर चीज़ के मज़े ले लेने का, हर चीज़ के खाने के, पीने के, घूमने के, फिरने के, हर चीज़ को जी लेने का, फैशन के, सब अरमान पूरे कर लेने का, फिर कल अल्लाह जीने मिले कि नहीं मिले, क्या बोलते, फ्री होके जीने का, डर डर के क्या जीने का.
मी जेव्हा नंगा फिरतो घरात कुणी नसताना तेव्हा घर देखील उतरवते एक एक कपडा अंगावरचा. असे कसेही अडवे तिडवे घरामध्ये फिरताना, असे कसेही अडवे तिडवे घरामध्ये फिरताना, पायाखालून असेच नंगे घर सरकत जाताना आमच्यामधला गैरसमज हळूहळू होतो कमी.
The residency has been beautiful. It's like 12 different colors put into one to form the rainbow. So 12 of us who believe in the same cause but do multiple interpretations of it. It can be visual or oral, and then we put into one single box. How does these colors merge together? That's how it's been to me.
I think my overall experience at the residency has been that I haven't met a bunch of people who've been so positive ever.
A lot of debating, a lot of discussing, sometimes even like sparks flew because, you know, as writers you can't just you can't go on this one track way. So it's been exciting to just see how these other arts can influence your own thought processes.
10 days seems like a small time, and we have to present at various venues and have this as a collaborative effort. This itself is so fascinating. This is like putting myself out of the comfort zone and going all out to collaborations, and just the very fact of inclusion and being subjected to various art forms.
The best part for me is that nobody is like afraid of saying that, okay, I want to try this out. I'm not really sure if it's working or not. So should we do this together?
This dance is about falling in love. And today you can pick up your gender. You can be a woman, man, both, whatever you decide. And tomorrow when I ask you to switch, you should be able to switch.
Is just a step forward, I think, to continue the work that I have been doing because it's so close to me. It's such a personal, moving story. And I also hope that once we're out of it, we'll be able to take this momentum forward and continue to talk in whatever little way possible about issues that matter.
The lighter, shallow poems are blown away. While the heavier, meteor poems fall back into the brain to become the fire in my belly, like beef.
So I can see, that all of the stuff that I'm hearing around me and interacting with, whether it's the collaborations that I'm working on, or even just the conversations and the sharing is like going to change me. So I'm sure I'm going to go out of it different from the way I came in.
I think the amount of crime that keeps happening every day in our country, in the world, makes it necessary that one more voice should be raised, one more word should be formed, one more conversation should happen, because it shouldn't stop, even though sometimes as a writer I think, oh, is it too much, is it repetitive, is it an echo chamber, but you hear one more piece of news which is devastating in the papers and you think, if that can keep happening, this can't stop, and this is less.
I will inscribe with my blood-stained, broken nails words that will smother your soft lies. Jurrat. I will retell my story. I will rewrite your history. Taqat. Himmat. Jurrat. I'm ready to rise, finally.
To worry, child. Take your time, find your ground, do your thing, don't you care about what they say, 'cause you're the only one who can be the best you. Embrace your smile, your laugh and your hairdo. You were made a certain way 'cause you got a certain role to play. Open your mind, make your mistakes, be the only one who for the choices you make, 'cause no one can tell you what to do. Just keep doing you, boo. Speak your mind all the time, don't you dump yourself down.